Hello everyone, in this video we are going to talk about the brain. Please note that the structures and functions on this list are written in alphabetical sequence. Now, here the brain has four major parts, and they are the brainstem, the cerebellum, the cerebrum, and the diencephalon. Now, the brainstem consists of medulla oblongata, midbrain, and the pons. Now, note that the brainstem contains important centers, and they are cardiovascular center, respiratory center, and the reticular formation. Now, also note that the brainstem contains many cranial nerves. Now, for the cardiovascular centers regulate blood pressure, heart rate, and heart contraction. Now, how can you remember the cardiovascular centers regulate blood pressure, heart rate, and heart contraction? And just remember the word cardio means heart, the word vascular means blood vessel. All right, so that makes sense. Now, for the respiratory center, respiratory relate to breathing. So it makes sense that the respiratory center regulate breathing rate and rhythm. Now, for the reticular formation is important for consciousness. Now, for the cerebellum, it is important for balance and muscle coordination. Then how can we remember that cerebellum is important for balance and muscle coordination? Instead of saying cerebellum, say cerebellar. So ballet is like ballet dancer, and ballet dancer need good balance and muscle coordination. Now, for the cerebrum has many lobes. They are the frontal lobe, the insular lobe, the limbic lobe, the occipital lobe, the parietal lobe, and the temporal lobe. Now, the frontal lobe have many important functions. For example, it regulates behavior, cognition, and that means thinking. Now, motor, personality, and speech. Now, the insular lobe is important for taste. Now, how can you remember that? Like, just look at the word su right here. Su sounds like sugar. So sugar is tasty. So just remember insular lobe is for taste. Now, for the limbic system, the limbic lobe, now it is important for emotion. Now, how can you remember that? We can remember that like you going out to a party, and then you are sitting in a limousine, and then you are emotionally happy at the moment. So limbic lobe, limousine, emotionally happy. Okay, so emotion. Now, occipital lobe is for vision. Now, and the parietal lobe is for body or somatic sensation. Now, for the temporal lobe, it's important for hearing, language understanding, and reading understanding. So how can you remember that? It's like temporal lobe. The word temporal sounds like temple. So it's like going to a temple. We listen to the pastor or the minister talk, so it's listening, so it's hearing, right? And then when we read the scripture, is require like language understanding and reading understanding. So you can see language understanding and reading understanding. Now, for the diencephalon, we only talk about some of the structure on in the diencephalon. Now here we talk about the epithalamus, the hypothalamus, and also the thalamus. Now, the epithalamus contains the pineal gland, and pineal gland makes melatonin. Now, and melatonin is important for sleep. Now, how can we remember that? Now, instead of saying epithalamus, say nepithalamus. So it's like taking a nap. So nepithalamus. Now, okay. And then how can we remember that melatonin is important for sleep? So instead of saying melatonin, say melatonin. So melatonin makes us mellow. So it's important for sleep. Okay. Now, for hypothalamus, it is important for autonomic nervous system regulation, body temperature regulation, and the hypothalamus is also the major center of the endocrine system. Now, and hypothalamus also regulates behavior, drinking, and eating. Now, for the thalamus, it is the sensory relay center of the brain. Okay, we just talked about the details of the brain and how to remember a lot of the structures and functions. Again, please note that the structures and functions are written in alphabetical sequence. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.